Hi guys, and welcome to And So On. This is Lisa, and I'm here today just for a few minutes to check in and tell you guys the winners of my draw for the 3 patterns celebrating 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And I also have a little tag back that came out of my hashtag 5 questions 1 take tag. So let's start with the winners, and I'm going to put their comments up here. So we have Joanne Bousquet, from Boston. So maybe it's Joanne Bousquet. I don't know. I would pronounce that Joanne Bousquet, but we'll see. And we have Christine Lafleur, and I'm sure she's French, so I'm going to say Christine Lafleur. And lastly, we have Shelly Kasky. Yay! I'm so excited. So you guys, if you could just comment below to let me know that you've seen this, and then send me an email, which is also in the notes below, and let me know which pattern you would like. So if you happen to all 3 pick a different one, then I'll be able to send you the ones you want, and if not, I'll flip a coin. But I'd love to know which ones you prefer, because none of you put in which ones you'd prefer in your comments. Okay, so the other thing I have is my hashtag 5 questions 1 tag has gone really, really well. And so many people have done the tag. I actually haven't even caught up on watching them all. I still have to do that. But Dawn from Ottawa, and I'll put the link to her video below, she sent me basically a tag back in her video with 4 questions. So I thought I would quickly do that here. And thank you, Dawn. That was a great idea. And if you guys have any interest in answering these questions in your vlog, please do. So number 1, if you could pick one famous person, past or present, to sew for, who would it be? I think I would have to say Audrey Hepburn, just because she's my very favorite film star and she was such an iconic fashion icon, and I would love to sew for Ms. Audrey Hepburn. If you were stuck on an island with a sewing machine and could sew all day long, who would you like to invite? So this is interesting because I don't really know any other sewists, garment sewists in person that I can think of, really. So I'd have to pick people kind of that I know from YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So I would pick Helen and Caroline from the Love to Sew podcast, because they're so much fun and they're Canadian. I think we'd probably have a fun time together. And Kate from the Fold Line, because she's awesome. And I also think that we'd have a fun time, and they all know so much about sewing that I don't know. And Alex from So Happy, because she's such a blast. And then the last person I'd bring does not sew. It's my best friend Sarah, and she lives in Seattle, and I don't get to see her very often. So if I could like kidnap her and take her to a deserted island and have her with me for a couple days, I would do that. And I would just either sew for her or teach her how to sew, one or the other. What designer would you like to see working? So if you guys are familiar with Balmain, their designer's name is Olivier Rustin, and there's a amazing YouTube documentary on his process. It is wild. It is wild. And I'm going to link that below. It's just such an interesting thing to watch. And it seems like his process is quite different than many other people. So that for like the pure fascination. And the other person I'd love to follow around is Stella McCartney, because I love her style. Simple and clean, but with really interesting elements and beautiful detail. Yeah, so Stella McCartney is the other person that I would follow around. And then the last question is something you would like to sew by the end of next year. So here's the thing, you guys. I still really think of myself as a beginner sewist. I used to call myself a hack sewist, which is not a very nice thing to say about oneself, but that's kind of how I felt. And now I have to say that I really feel like I'm starting to develop a real skill set. And so by the end of next year, I would love to be able to sew a very fitted dress, a dress that is, fitted all the way through with a zipper in the back and beautiful finished detailing. Maybe it's lined. I want to move up to the next level and be doing things that are really quality. And I think right now I'm kind of a combination between quality and quantity, just because I'm like, oh my God, I can do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I just want to do more and more and more. And I think that, I think that it would be fun to learn to do something really, really well. And I don't think I'm at that yet in my sewing, which is why I would not be able to sew for Audrey Hepburn. Okay, that's all for today. I have some great stuff coming up, stuff for my OWAP 1 week, 1 pattern challenge. I'm actually wearing one of my toasters right now. I have a couple of ones that I'm working on, and I'm planning to do a toaster sweater live. That was one thing that people really said in the comments. So I'm planning to do a toaster sweater live. If I can't figure out the live, I'll at least record it and then post it. So keep an eye on this space, and I will get back to you really soon on that. All right, guys, bye-bye. Have a good day.